Hi, Slay or Die here. Welcome back to my channel. I miss you guys. I miss telling you guys what's up, what's been going on in my life. Let's see, I've settled down. I told you about my graduation. I introduced you to my kiddos. And so right now, I'm kind of chilling out and waiting for, until my school that I went to starts my doctoral program, which will be in about a year to 2 years. So in the meantime, I've slowed down at work and want to spend some more time with my kids a little bit before my next adventure starts. And what does my next adventure consist of? My next adventure is I'm going to go to RN school. Yay! Finally, after putting it off years to years, I decided to go on RN school. And the reason being is I thought I wanted to be a counselor, but I did a small internship and decided that I did not like it. I like more the medical side of dealing with people. And as an RN, you can do some counseling, but not the in-depth portion of that. So I decided to go to RN school and trying to drum up some scholarships on Skool and other search engines. So if you guys know of any scholarships for any up-and-coming YouTubers or any category you can think of, just drop them below. Let me know what's going on out there because, honey, mommy needs money to go to school. So, but because of my previous education, I will only need about actually a little bit less than a year, so that's really cool. And they're already knocking on my door saying, can you work for us? But I am going to do what's best for me and my kids. Right now I'm trying to maximize my time with my children, and that includes restructuring some of my career goals. And all you working mothers out there know that that is a very tough thing to do because you want to provide for your kids. Because if you're like me in your 40s, fabulous and 40, you're in between saving for your retirement and providing for your kids and maybe a little something for them as younger adults, something, you know, something to gnaw on to kind of boost them out the door. So anyways, I wanted to talk about something about work culture since we're talking about work. But before I get to that, I want to show you this fabulous, it's like a fascinator headband. It's by Janine Basil on Etsy. I like to wear quirky things like this, like during, like for instance, my church will have an international day, and so you represent what country you're from, and we have about 30 some countries represented in our congregation, and I like to represent either America or Great Britain or France or whoever. And so this is my usually like something American, because you know as Americans we're loud and crazy, so I like this, and this is from Janine Basil on Etsy. I'll drop a link below. She's on vacation right now, but she will be back soon, hopefully making these wonderful fascinators. She's got a real cool one. If you're a gamer type person that says 1-up, and anyone that knows anything about gaming knows that we want to get as many 1-ups as we can in this lifetime, right? And also I'm wearing this lip. This lip color I'm wearing is a combination of these two. This is Love is a Battlefield by Too Faced, and it smells wonderful. It smells like, you know, they're peaches, and it's a dark Bordeaux red, if you can see there, and I used it to outline the outside of my lips to kind of tone this color down, which is Lancome's, this is a reddish orange, and it is called, actually it may not have a name, it may be just called 181. The letters, the words are written like in ant prints, so I'm gonna have to either look it up online to see what it says, or You guys have to just look up and say, what is 181? But this is like, it's like a demi matte type of lip lacquer. It dries, it has a moist feel, but when it dries, it's not like super matte. And I like to combine these two together. Sometimes I get bold and I'll wear this alone. But this is a beautiful, beautiful summer red-orange color, and I absolutely love it. So, I'm telling you all about my red today. Red is such a good color this time of year. We like our red things in June. You know, we got July the 4th coming up, so I am so excited about what's coming this summer. But, okay, but what I was getting back to is about corporations, things of that nature. And I wanted to talk about the whole Wells Fargo debacle. If some of you guys are out of the loop, about a year or two ago, Wells Fargo was hit with a huge number of lawsuits and various fines because their employees were pressured to make sales through opening fraudulent checking accounts. These employees were pressured by supervisors and so forth, and probably themselves could have been motivated by greed in order to make money for the company. And they did this by opening checking accounts in people's names without their knowledge. So people were seeing these fees drawn from their, so let's say they were seeing fees drawn from their main checking account, and they're like, why do I have this fee? Well, it's from this savings account that may have closed a couple of months ago. Well, push came to shove, a careful, eagle-eyed consumer finally found out what Wells Fargo was doing, and a lawsuit ensued. They got in trouble with, of course, the Federal Trade Commission and whoever their governing body is. And so now they're kind of like in this apology type mode to their consumers. However, one thing that is missing is I didn't see how they did not apologize about how they created that culture in the first place. Like, for instance, their commercial says established in whatever 1908, reestablished in 2008, or whatever it says. Well, that's nice and good, but you're not telling me why you pressured your employees to do something that put them in sort of pressure. You put someone's working parent or working whatever their position was at home or in the community in a position of lying to their community, of deceiving their, you know, where they grocery shop. Corporations need to think about people as everyday people that are trying to make their bills. They're trying to, you know, find the time to spend with their kids and stuff like that. But they don't do that, and so they pressure their employees to do things such as open fraudulent checking accounts and savings. And I think if once a corporation gets the mindset of seeing people as living, breathing souls and human beings, then you won't have things like this. And the true thing that Wells Fargo is missing in their apology is they're not telling me, what are you doing for your employees to, first of all, apologizing to them for creating a culture like this. You know, what if, you know, when I go to a dinner party and I say I work for so-and-so organization, and this person says, well, I'm a mortgage lender at Wells Fargo, I mean, you're going to kind of look at them funny, like, you know, do I need to hide my pocketbook, or, you know what I mean? So I think they need to go deeper with their apology. Tell me what you think. And why I'm saying this is because the internet, whether we like it or not, has made us a closer knit community. And a lot of feelings have been bashed around, but we've come a global type world where if someone does something, you know, across the globe, it may have a domino effect on someone in your backyard. And what I want to do is I want to get Wells Fargo to acknowledge that. And you know what? Acknowledging that type of behavior can prevent further mistakes. So I decided to write them a letter. Instead of the old email, guys, we sometimes emails are important, but sometimes a good old-fashioned handwritten note card or letter will do the trick. And sometimes they'll leave this posted up on their brain boards where they come together. And I want to see if me writing them a letter will help them to see the personal impact on the communities that they've had. And I'm willing to forgive Wells Fargo this time. However, I hope that companies in the future will see that how they pressured their employees to go after the dollar, how that reverberates throughout the community. And I hope that they learn from this big multi-million-dollar, maybe billion-dollar mistake that Wells Fargo has done. So let me know your comments below. I am eager to hear them. And I'm challenging you to whatever you do in your life, whatever you do in your community, to slay or die trying. Guys, I love you. Goodbye. Have a good day.